My name is Bumi Afolabi. I'm popularly known as Mr. Speaker, a world-renowned communications coach, media, and communications strategist. We've been talking about public speaking and effective communication for the last couple of videos. I hold people's hands, take them through my courses, give them one-on-one hands-on support, and help them become better and effective communicators. So you can hit the link in the description or in the comment and get to see the course, and then we could take it up from there. You could also check out the previous videos. In the previous videos, I talked about how training people in persuasive communication in public speaking has led me to discover that, hey, truly, it's not just statistics. Over 77% of individuals actually fear public speaking more than death. Yeah. I was like, no, that's not me. That's not me. Well, you fear public speaking. That's the point. Yes. And I listed out a couple of concerns that some students, some persons I had to train for an organization listed, and how we're able to go through them one after the other. I mean, it's a long list. Check out the previous videos. You see them there, and I know it's going to be very impactful for you. We've talked about stage fright and how to conquer it, the fear of judgment, extensively. We've talked about confidence, because there's nothing you want to put out without being confident. While talking about confidence, I talked about how to put up a compelling argument, how to structure your content, and the likes. I gleaned a bit on voice texture, voice delivery and control. I gleaned a bit also on body language. There will be some coming videos where we will pick body language one after the other. We'll pick voice and delivery one after the other, non-verbal cues one after the other, and the likes. I just needed to give you enough in those videos in terms of how to boost your confidence level. Okay. Now, looking at the potpourri of the concerns that people raised regarding the fear of public speaking, and let's look at the issue of stuttering and mumbling. Yes. Now, so why do people stutter? Why do people use filler words? Filler words or filler gestures like, I mean, as in, actually, incidentally, apparently. It goes on and on like that. When I say incidentally, when I say actually, I recall one of my younger colleagues, one of my days on radio, who used to say actually a lot. I had to call him Mr. Actually to get that guy to stop using actually as a filler word every time he went on air. Yes, it helped him, and he's communicating better now. So, how to resolve the issue of stuttering and mumbling? Now, why do people use those filler words? It's very simple. The reason will really help you. And the reason is that you are trying to speak faster than your brain can help your mouth do that. I'll say that again. You're trying to talk really fast. I'm sure you've tuned into some radio stations that have that style of talking. Yeah, where probably there are speech bands. Each speech band is not supposed to be longer than a minute or two. So you get people just saying, hello, this is Slap Yourself Radio FM. And we slap ourselves for a living. If you slap yourself through the right side, you will definitely realize that the impact is more than the slap from the left side, and blah, 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 blah. No, you want to talk like that? No, don't do that. Those people rehearsed enough to get to that point. You probably are not at that point yet. So you're trying to talk fast, and then because your brain hasn't given your mouth a lot of things to say yet, you start using those filler words. So what do I recommend for you? Slow down. Nobody's chasing you. Get to know how many minutes you're supposed to spend on stage. Structure your presentation or argument to fit into the number of minutes or hours you're supposed to have on stage. That way you will not need to, try talking fast because you want to put out so much information. Remember, while trying to hurry up what you're saying and speak like you are the baddest thing ever lived, you may end up confusing your audience. And what is a presentation if people don't remember anything you said? Enough to actually take it and work with it. So slow down. Another thing you can do before going on stage, we talked about breathing exercise in some of the previous videos, please check them out, is lip thrills. It helps to open up your vocal cords. That way you don't get on stage and mumble. One of the people in that class where all of these concerns were raised said, I start out and I'm mumbling, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just, I don't even know how people do that. And then eventually it was a lady, beautiful lady. And she said, then I now get my flow and start moving from there. But guess what? It only takes 2 minutes or less for you to lose your audience. Yeah. You know that TV series you really like, right? That's why they put that very compelling scene at the start so that it makes you see the remaining 30 or 40 minutes of that episode. So it's the same concept. You're dealing with human beings. So you must get the first 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes right. Now, lip thrills. So what do you need to do before going on stage? Now, remember, you've already slowed down. Okay, we've agreed that you're not going to speak faster than your brain can carry you. The next thing you need to do is lip thrills. You're trying to open your vocal cords. What do you do? Please make sure no one is in front of you so that you don't baptize them with saliva from your mouth. Okay, now you put your lips together and then you blow or hum, whatever it is. Now watch it. Your little niece or nephew was doing that and you said, stop that, right? I know. It's annoying, but it works. It works. Trust me, it opens up your vocal cord. It warms up your vocal cord so you don't get on stage and out of a bit of anxiety, you mumble through the first few seconds. So, it just opens up. All right? Then, another thing you can do, because part of what leads to stuttering and mumbling on stage is adrenaline rush. And we already established the fact that there are ways to calm adrenaline rush. So check out the previous videos, okay? Another thing you can do is channel that adrenaline energy to something else. If you have a few minutes before that presentation, I recommend taking a walk. So you could take that walk, you could make the walk even briskly, brisk walk, so that you match that adrenaline level into the brisk walk, and then eventually you're able to calm down. That way you won't mumble. So we've already looked at 3 aspects of stuttering and mumbling. If there are other aspects that you would have wanted me to touch on that I couldn't touch on because of the brevity of time in this video, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. And of course, I also love to hear how these videos are helping you communicate better. Again, in the coming videos, we'll talk more about body language, your voice texture, and how they communicate even without you saying a word. I'm passionate about you communicating more effectively. Click on the link in the description or in the comments, and you get to know more about the courses that we offer in this regard. My name is Mr. Speaker, and I endorse this message.